Good afternoon, everyone. This is your Curse Paladin here at Tannicus, playing a little bit more Fortnite. Save the world. I'm currently got gaming in Discord, chatting with me. He's not going to be joining, unfortunately, but no matter. Hope everyone is having a good day and enjoy the show.
I hope you're in the mood for lasers and vengeance. It's time to fight the storm.
Heck, PUBG wasn't the first game that brought out the Battle Royale system either.
No, the original was Minecraft.
It didn't change the fact that it became the one that, got the most popularity for it.
H1Z1 came out even before that.
Yep.
This game is insane. Who invented it?
Invoking the name of the creator is a 20-card penalty.
Good thing I'm not playing.
Take the cards, Ray.
Okay.
Poor Ray. She wasn't originally
Target
playing,
located.
and now she is.
Drop the atlas on the target when you're ready.
She's what?
She's playing Hefe.
Oh.
Bonus challenge is now
So,
available.
Ray is now super crazy.
No, two members of Stillwall got into a bit of an argument, and the way to dispute said argument had to be through a card game called Hefe. And it's got some of the most bizarre ass rolls you'll ever hear. And Ray goes, "Who created this crazy game?" And Carlos goes, "That's a 20 card penalty." She goes, "Well, I'm glad I'm not playing the game." She goes, "Take the cards, Ray." She goes, "Okay." Poor Ray.
Your deal, Laws. What's your deal, Carlos? I meant, it's your turn. Yeah, I figured it out right after I stopped speaking.
Nice. Now I've got all that goddamn god crap out of the way. No more need to worry about that one.
I wonder if someone's gonna make make the
Open mission
official
control
game.
when you're ready to begin.
Make it so actual people can actually play that official game. Like they've done with card games of other games, like Gwent.
Possibly, but I'm not even sure how you even set up the rules. There seem to be no rules except what you make on the fly.
So it's just like, to win, you have to have this card in your hand. Oh look, I've got this card in your hand. I instantly win.
Sort of.
And another will be like, unless another player has this card in their hand, which I exactly do. So you don't win.
It is a very weird game from the look of it.
That we're gonna get some of the deep
And from what I've seen of it so far, they don't even use the full set of actual poker cards. Considering they've been using business cards, instruction cards, all sorts of weird crap. It is just a hodgepodge of wackiness. What the heck was up with these husks?
Who's your favorite Avenger?
Avenger?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a tie, considering.
Like, I'm not really into superhero stuff, but I'm really, like, I'll happily play superhero games. Like, Superman games, Batman games, etc., etc. You know what I mean? But I won't go out of my way to watch the movies. Like, the only movie I would be most interested in watching would be anything to do with Doctor Strange, because he's my favorite superhero.
Well, the two that interest me, like you said, that was a bit of a time. The Avengers was the Hulk or Iron Man.
Interesting.
Since, yeah, I've got a thing for Hulk's bloody personality. Not so much that he's a giant green monster that has unlimited strength, sort of thing. And I find Iron Man a bit of an interesting one because he's a extremely rich SOB who only through his technology is able to take on some of the biggest, baddest SOBs in the universe. I found that of some interest. What is it with me and attracting every house being gooey? I must have a magnet stuck to my butt saying with attraction to husks or something. This big old sign saying, husks, kill me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get something to chomp on my thing. I'll be right back.
No worries.
I got plans for this. Nailed it! I'm loving this.
Loki to save New York. Sounds like a fair deal, right?
Get a little, get some fans going, yay, and all that. So who knows?
To be honest, Loki isn't really that much of a bad guy, really, is he?
He's bad enough.
He's bad enough, yeah, but he's not like...
Super evil.
That's enough of you.
Yeah, he's not like any, like
Thanos.
the Green... Like Thanos or the Green Goblin or Rhino or something like that.
Yeah.
He'd be more in the line of Mysterio, evil, wouldn't he?
I guess so.
He doesn't actually want to cause mayhem or risk. He doesn't want to cause like death and destruction like Rhino or the Shocker or Doc Ock. He's just a god of mischief. All he wants to do is cause a little bit of mayhem. That's all.
A little bit of mayhem.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Compared to villains like the Green Goblin or Soft Top, for example. Heck, he's Loki is like a hero when you're looking at fucking Ronan or whatever his fucking name is already. I've already forgotten.
What, Ronan the accuser?
Yeah. Loki is a good guy compared to that. Isn't he?
I guess.
I mean, Ronan is almost on the same level as Thanos in evil. Thanos originally just wanted to kill everybody or something like that. I don't know. I never really pay attention to never really watched the movie, so I don't really fucking know. And Ronan was the same. I've actually watched the Guardians of the Galaxy and I enjoyed the movie.
Cool.
And that's it. I won't go out of my way to literally watch them and all that stuff, like and all that, the superhero movies. But if I feel like watching it, I'll watch it. But don't get me wrong, Spider-Man is a pretty cool hero, but he's not my kind of hero. I'm more to the heroes that are just ordinary people, like Luke Cage or Daredevil or the Punisher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the members of S.H.I.E.L.D. sort of superheroes.
That's enough blue glow.
I mean, okay, Iron Fist does have some weird power, but he's not a
You got
quote-unquote
this, Commander.
superhero. He's a street hero, I believe they're called. But those are the heroes I prefer more. Because they don't have anything special, anything that really makes them special. Like, Iron Man has his power suit. Hulk has his power. Black Widow, Black Widow doesn't even have any powers whatsoever.
No, she's just James Bond.
Yeah.
She's inspired.
I mean, yeah, so I wouldn't want Black Widow would be an alright one because she's got nothing that really makes her special, like compared to the Hulk or Iron Man. And the only other movies which I've watched which are quote-unquote superheroes are the X-Men. And of course Deadpool, because Deadpool's fucking awesome.
Deadpool's crazy. Some SOB that just wrecks everything. On everybody.
And he doesn't go out of his way to save the world. He will just do whatever the fuck he wants, because if he wants to save the world, he will.
Dino.
But yeah, if I were to say who my favorite Avenger is, I don't think Doctor Strange is an Avenger, is he?
No.
No. If I were to say my favorite Avenger, it would have to be Thor.
Okay.
Because he's not a superhero. He's literally not a superhero. He's a god.
Enemy down.
That's all he is. He is a literal god. And you wouldn't say that he could say he's a hero, but it wouldn't be a superhero because he couldn't be a god. Superman would be a superhero. Heck. Deadpool, he's an anti-hero.
Well, he's definitely that.
I mean, he does things that are good at times, but he doesn't actually go out of his way to physically save the world.
Oh no. He'd rather just burn it.
Nah, but he'd rather just lay in bed and eat chimichanga. He just like to have all the girls and eat chimichangas.
That while setting Francis' butt on fire.
Yeah. And slapping Wolverine while at the same time groping Cable's quote unquote boobs. Yes!
The fact that Deadpool got access to the time is one of the most scariest things in all of
Nah, I'm talking about the Deadpool game where it's like you can slap Logan over and over and over again.
Oh, I know the game all too well.
And then when he has that dream where he's squeezing boobs, it ends up he's got his hands on Gable's chest and it's like, squeeze or not to squeeze? Fuck, it's Deadpool! Squeeze!
Yep.
I mean,
Take it out.
I'm talking to Nick Fury, and I'm literally standing right in front of him as Logan, and he's like, "Just the Avenger I'm looking for." Again, in this situation, when I was the Marvel universe, you've got Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man. Now in the Spider-Man one, you've got Iron Fist, Nova, Spider-Man, Spider-Man Black Suit, Green Goblin,
Agent Venom?
you got Venom,
Agent Venom?
no, and you got Nick Fury. Welcome back. So the first giant rampage with Metro Street out of the and our good target. Now, the new Spider-Man game. Yes, set up this game. But anyway. Oh yeah. Wait. What was I saying?
Something about the Spider-Man game?
Oh yeah, thank you. In the new Spider-Man game, as I said, you can see Stark Tower / the Avengers Tower. I don't know what it was, I can't remember.
Now you go.
And the raft Doc Ock out everyone out of Rikers and the raft. So all hell is broken loose in New York. And the police can't contain it. It's only left up to Spider-Man. What about the Avengers? The Avengers would be, I suppose the Avengers would be trying to deal with this issue of the ones that they themselves got locked up. Well, the ones that you have to fight in Spider-Man are Rhino, the Doctor, Electro, Doc Ock,
30 seconds left to go.
Vulture, Electro, Vulture. Rhino, Scorpion, and the other one. So the feelings that Spider-Man got locked up. So that does make sense. But you know what I mean?
Nicely done,
They
Commander.
just could try and clean up some of the crime that's happening around New York. Wouldn't they?
A bit, yeah.
But no, it's all left up to Spider-Man.
But the Avengers could be off-world or other side of the world or some other BS too.
If they are if it were the Avengers, it could literally just be Stark Tower at that point.
True.
Also, what's this about what's this about someone else being Spider-Man that's not Peter Parker?
Oh yeah, the whole Spider-Verse thing. There's like a few various ones. There's Miles Matthews or Matthew Miles.
Yeah,
or something.
Miles.
Some teenage African-American dude. And his Spider-Man variant is he's got actual venom claws. So he can actually poison people with his fucking...
Yeah, but what I mean is that in the literal official Spider-Man world, when apparently Peter Parker dies and someone else takes over, and that's a Miles.
Yeah, on one of the various worlds. There's a Gwen Spider-Man version.
Yep.
Spider-Woman. There's a Pig version, an Old Knight version, a 1930s noir version. There's like about 60 to 70 variations. So
I'm talking about all these Spider-Man that aren't actually Peter Parker.
Yeah, well, there are a few. And there's a whole bunch
The
of
biggest
variations.
one I didn't know about was the Miles Spider. Because when I was watching Jacksepticeye play it, it was like Miles. Oh, that's a Miles Spider and stuff like that. That's all the traits that Miles Spider has and stuff.
Yeah, well, you got Iron Spider and a whole bunch of other versions.
Yeah, but a lot of those are Peter Parker suits.
So, more or less. I know.
But I'm talking about the actual person behind the costume.
Well, I know with Iron Spider, there was a spin-off thing with that where it was originally Peter Parker's and then someone nicked it and it became his. So you had Iron Spider as well as Spider-Man fighting side by side. And time to hear Ray now. Let's see what Hefe says.
Final play. Ace of spades, slightly torn at the corner. Hand-drawn 7 of diamonds. Okay, you win. What's your ruling? Laws, I hereby terminate your status as a member of Steel Wool, undergoing band probation, and grant you the status of a member of Steel Wool in good standing. Rock on, Brother Laws. Rock on, Brother Carlos.
Rock on, Steel Wool.
Anthony says rock on.
That is actually progress.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm sorry, but I'm just stealing it. I'm going home. I literally just picked up someone's car and I'm literally just walking
Hey, I was eating a box of art
down the street.
dissolved in my mouth. And before you say anything, I do not mean in the delicious way. I mean in a spooky way. And then the box disappeared. And before you say I should have led with the box disappearing, I see that now.
Ray, did we have a gas leak or anything that might cause hallucinations?
No? Hey, good for us.
I'm working on Carlos's bike and it appears to be disappearing.
Huh. Maybe the rift stabilization put an end to the reality hiccups.
We're gonna lose our copies of Mad Science.
Maybe not. Dennis, Archduke Apples is gone, but do you remember what it tasted like?
Not apples, but not apples. You're right! The cereal may be gone, but its memory lives on!
Steel Wool, grab your copies of Mad Science. It's time for a listening party.
Arg. One way around that.
Ray, I was eating a box of Archduke apples and they dissolved in my mouth. And before you say anything, I do not mean in the delicious way. I mean in a spooky way. And then the box disappeared. And before you say I should have led with the box disappearing, I see that now.
Ray, did we have a gas leak or anything that might cause hallucinations?
No? Hey, good for us.
I'm working on Carlos's bike and it appears to be disappearing.
Huh. Maybe the rift stabilization put an end to the reality hiccups.
We're gonna lose our copies of Mad Science.
Maybe not. Dennis, Archduke Apples is gone, but do you remember what it tasted like?
Not apples, but not apples. You're right! The cereal may be gone, but its memory lives on!
Steel Wool, grab your copies of Mad Science. It's time for a listening party.
Okay, that was a very interesting thing from Ray. Apparently they're having some reality hiccup thing going on and they're freaking out. All fun and games. But yeah. I do know with that that little spin-off thing, they did a Crimson Spider that was a clone of Spider-Man that went by a different name. Let's see. There was a variation on Venom where it was a anti-Venom, not anti-Venom, Agent Venom, where Venom joined S.H.I.E.L.D.
Huh.
That was interesting. Agent Venom of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is stuff that isn't of a different universe. I'm talking about the original Spider-Man universe.
Hell. There's a few.
And, as I said, out of the original universe, the only thing that doesn't make sense is the Miles Spider, which is apparently part of the original canon universe, not anything from the Spider universe.
Well, from what I understand, it's actually he's meant to be from an alternate universe where Green Goblin or something like that killed Spider-Man, and then Miles took his place.
Because he got bitten by another spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, and a bit of a weird spin on things. It gets a little tricky trying to keep track of all the variations on Spider-Man. Hell, I remember from the 80s when I used to watch an old 70s cartoon of Spider-Man. I think it was a 70s cartoon, it might have been the 60s for all I know. There was a Spider-Woman in that one. And as far as I knew, that was meant to be from the main
I know
universe.
Spider-Woman was part of the canon, but she didn't have any powers like Spider-Man. It was sort of like Catwoman.
No, this particular one was able to shoot webs, climb walls, had some sort of ability to talk to spiders, and could fly.
Okay, I don't remember that one. I know that there was like a Spider-Woman who helped Spidey out, but without actually having the powers of Spider-Man.
Well, the one I know of from those old cartoons from back then had the exact same powers as Spider-Man, but could also talk to spiders and could fly. So, yeah, she was a bit of a wacky one. Since I remember one episode from off that series where she got stuck in a pyramid, was getting crushed by some ancient Egyptian trap. Then she used some sort of weird Aquaman style ultrasound power to talk to spiders living in the pyramid that come and eat the wall.
Okay, I admit, I do want to see this new Aquaman movie.
That would be interesting. After all,
Because it actually looks really good.
well, they got the good actor for it. After all, Aquaman's been the butt of the DC universe for who knows how long on how many jokes.
Exactly.
Considering that character was always extremely awkward and pretty pathetic for the most part, from the way they portrayed it, from all the way back in like the 60s and that up to the at least the
I'm
early
pretty sure it's not
2000s.
how Stan Lee envisioned Aquaman to be, though.
Well, Aquaman wasn't Stan Lee. Aquaman was DC.
But you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Whoever came up with it did not probably think of it like that.
Yeah, I know Stan Lee is Marvel, not DC. It's just the only way. I shouldn't have used Stan Lee's name in the first place, but you knew what I meant.
Oh yeah. After all, those two sides have always been having themselves some good old fun. But I tell you, the two particular superheroes out of actually the three top superheroes out of all out of both sides of the genre and all that, Spawn.
Spawn is good. I like Spawn.
Mm,
I watched the movie, and I watched both movies actually, both the animated collection and the live action. They were both good.
yeah. But yeah.
Although the animated was so much better and so much darker.
Well, held more true to the original comics.
But indeed, both were good.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
were good.
Plus, they were able to get away with some of the various special effects a bit easier than what they could with the live-action version. But, yeah. Spawn, Deadpool, and Batman.
Batman is pretty much another Tony Stark.
The original Batman, not the newer one, which is all, I do not kill. The original one blew people's heads off. He went around with guns killing people.
Holy shit!
You didn't know that, did you?
No! The only Batman I know is bloody, Adam West Batman!
Well, this was...
That's the first Batman I know! The Adam West Batman!
You go back to like 1930s comics and all that, and you find out that the original Batman, before it got banned and had to be revisioned, he went around and literally just popped a cap at everyone's ass that decided to break the law. And he did not give a flying fuck. He earned the title Dark Knight. Then some.
And now we've got the Dark Knight, which is...
I won't kill a single fucking thing, yeah. I'll just imprison them instead of just holding them to the ground and execution style their ass.
But yeah, basically the new Batman is like Spider-Man, using stealth tactics and agility and the ability to capture instead of
Just mass
killing.
murder. Yeah.
Now I've got to help Wasp remove some ice that Frost Giants coated her apartment with.
Okay. But
Of
yeah.
course she can't do it. She's Wasp. What's she gonna do? Attack it with thumbtacks?
Well, she could always shrink it down.
Oh, that's Ant-Man who'd have to attack it with thumbtack.
Yeah. She does
That
also
would
have her
take a
little stingers.
while.
So Ant-Man could just ask the ants to come and eat it all on him.
But when everything's coated in ice and snow,
Yeah.
yeah, he'd have to use thumbtacks, and it would take ages because these are ice that are as large as a door.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's going to take a while with
But yeah. You should have a quick little, well, when you get a bit of a spare moment, have a look on Wikipedia and all that for the original Batman. And you'll see what I mean.
I probably will.
Yeah, since it was just a serious pain to everything. And I did not realize I had hit mute on the recording there for a bit. Oh, any rate, I'm gonna stop the current recording here.
So you were recording that with no audio?
Oh, I hit mute on the mic. This was because of the Ray bit. So I don't know if it came through on the desktop audio or not. It probably would have, since I know your voice usually did through from Discord through the desktop audio on this recording software. Except for when I fiddled with the bit rate at one time, and then then pretty much my voice was the only thing that came through properly, and everything else was super quiet. Which I'm glad I fixed, but damn. But at any rate, I'm gonna take care of this bit of housework and then start up the next little session. So I'll be gone for about 5-10 minutes, man. Won't be too long.
I'll be here.
No worries. Well, take care everyone, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye bye.